to look at about a word that you're familiar with, everybody talks about, and that's the word love. I'm looking at it in relationship that leads to conjugal fellowship or marriage or something towards marriage. Maybe you're engaged, you're planning to be engaged, you're planning to go, or you are dating, or you're in courtship, and so on. You need to, because say love covers a multitude of sins. Love is the main thing. Love is a big deal. But that word love now seems to have been misunderstood greatly. But still, love is the ultimate, because love pacifies so many things. Love endures a lot, and love brings transformation. When you love somebody and somebody loves you back, you can imagine the kind of world you live in. So this love we talk about is what we want to share now. But is this love, or is it infatuation, or is it dependency, or is it really guesswork, or is it a game of trial and error, or is it a game of concession, just conceding? Is it just a game of, well, let me just flow with it? Real love talks about care, talks about growth, and it talks about things that germane to your peace, to your happiness, to your well-being, and that of your partner. So these are some of the criteria, some of the things that you use in this assessment. So are you in love? Have you ever been in love? Have you been hurt in love? So whatever the state in, let's use this criteria to encourage ourselves more and to help to see what we can do to make your joy and your peace better, take it to the next level. So let's touch the focus on you as a person. This other person you are referring to, maybe your spouse, your partner, your friends, your fiancé, this feeling you have for the person, is it consistent, or does it just flicker, just come and go? It's intense now, tomorrow you don't know how it feels. Because it has to be consistent, consistently sharing good thoughts, good vision, good ideas for the well-being of this person you're looking at, you claim to love. You appreciate the person's strengths and weaknesses. You appreciate that this person is a human being, not an angel. So you now see, okay, and this person is open to you. So you like the person's honesty, the person's openness, and the person also considerate. The person respects your feeling, respect your thoughts. They can say, I think I love you, I think we can flow together. Now, do you care about the other person's well-being? Now, we find your friends say, or the person you plan to engage, or the person you encourage, the person you are dating, do you care about the person's well-being? When the person talks about some weakness, you still say, what kind of thing? Are you a man? Are you a lady? What kind of story are you telling me? Do you empathize with the person? So those are the kind of things, not just wishing for your own happiness, but the happiness of the other person. Like something I learned long time ago in my studying time, that no matter what life brings your way, you'll be able to bear it and flow with it once you have love to give and someone to share that love with you. Love is reciprocal. So that's what you have to understand. So love shifts from what I'm getting to how are you doing. So when the person says that you are concerned about Israel growth and development, about the business, about the career, about the health, about the vision, about the challenges of life, and a lot of other things. Now, the third thing you look at, am I ready and willing to sacrifice for the well-being or the joy of this person? Suppose there is just a cup of drink that you have. Are you there to just say, well, I'm not ready to share this cup with you, but you can say, okay. And the person is very thirsty. You have taken something, but this person has not taken anything. Now this, can I just take about half of it? Half cake. That's too much. Just to have a taste, you know. And it goes to deeper levels. Are you willing already to sacrifice for the well-being and the joy of the person? That's what love is all about. But doing this is not to the point of losing yourself, losing your own health, your own well-being. Okay? It's like holding on to your sanity, holding on to your well-being and stretching to help the other person. That's a sacrifice. But not losing your head to take care of the other, not losing your head to take care of the other, not losing, like when I was also going, I learned about somebody in the name of love. She was supposed to travel to the US for further studies. And this lady and this young man were engaged. The both parents knew. And the parents of the lady said, well, the lady convinced the parents, say, Dad, Mom, well, since so is the person applying to love, you know him, he's very studious, he needs to also go. It's either he goes or I go, because there's only money. So the money you want to use to send me to US to go and study, let's put together with the little he has to send him. So that's what they did. The young man went to the US. But when he got there, finished the studies, he came back with another lady. He already got married to another lady there. And while the one in Nigeria was waiting for him, she sacrificed her own progress for him, believing that he loves her the way she loved him, that they will come, and whatever growth he gets will come to add value to their home when tomorrow comes. But that never came to be. It was in my line of work that I came across that story. When we were just discussing, they just say, this is what happened. It happened here in Lagos. So now, can you be yourself with the person, or you have to put on an act? You know, to be yourself means you can talk the way you are, you can behave the way you are, you can flow the way you are, you can rationalize the way you are, and the person will not say, how can you think that? Are you not stupid? Are you sure you're smart enough? The person will know that, well, I study science, you are in the commercial department, you are in the, so you cannot be jack of all trades, that is master in both science, art, humanities, and the commercial world. So you are good in science, you are in medical line. Well, I'm in the art line, I'm a mass communicator. So we can't think the same way. But there are some common lines, but you don't use your own to look down on mine, you know, that kind of thing. And because you may have some shortcomings in your own life and your attitude, because you're not perfect, the person is now blowing on your weaknesses and making that one a big deal. What they call in Nigeria, body shaming you. You know, is it that kind of person, or the person you can be yourself with? So then you're not looking at the other person to know whether the person actually loves you. These are some of the criteria you look at. Does the person ever make any effort to communicate with you, to flow with you, to understand you? Or does the person make time out for you? Or you are the one that's always making the move to make contact, to say, how you feeling? What do we do? How do we progress in this relationship? Or you are always making the move. So, does the person respect you? You know, they say in Nigeria, respect is reciprocal. And it's part of the adage we have in Nigeria, Southwest. They say even the little child deserves some level of respect. So someone that doesn't respect you, doesn't respect your person, your being, maybe you are fat, you are plump, you don't say somebody is fat, it's an insult. So a person is plump, you don't say somebody is thin, you say somebody is slim. And so all those things. The person respects you for who you are. Maybe you like to eat much or like to eat a little. That's part of your personality, which you can adjust as the case may be. Not say, you're a glutton, you eat like a goat, you eat like a pig. All of it, that's insult. So the person respects you for who you are. Maybe you are not as smart or as intelligent, or maybe your memory is not as sharp. Maybe somebody will have to explain some things to you, and so on like that. But the person respects you for who you are. Maybe you like to be more explicit in the way you do things. So you say, you can talk too much. You can talk too much. Can't you learn to shut your mouth? That's disrespect. You can say, can you please summarize? Can you please say briefly what you're trying to say, not telling me I may talk at you? That's an insult. So does the person respect you? Does the person respect your boundaries? You must have, if you don't have boundaries, then you are not a normal human being. So even children have boundaries. That these are the things I like, these are things I appreciate, these are things that are good for me, that work for me. Let's say, please don't shout at me. When you talk to me, please don't shout at me. I'm not deaf. And don't be so repetitive that I'm dumb. Once you say something and I told you I've understood, what you need to do is to ask me for clarification. Whether I'm actually on the same level with you. So spiritual world, thank you. You're welcome. So you also check, is this person consistent in his or her behavior? Or the person will be nice today, but tomorrow can be nasty. Like a video clip, a video skit I watched some weeks back. This young man, when he sees the lady is dating with a phone, talking happily, say, where are you talking to? I'm talking to my brother or to my cousin. And you're laughing and smiling like that. Sometimes can just go into temper tantrum, sometimes snatch the phone from her to confirm who she's talking to. That is lack of trust. And on some occasions, he had ended up smashing the phone, and by the following day, he will buy another phone for her. That one is not a good in a relationship. Sometimes we shout at, sometimes we try to hit her, and later he come and say sorry. There are certain things that sorry does not settle. That just doesn't settle, and not everything that money can settle. So these are some of the things you need to look at. Is this person emotionally available for you? Because that song, in all our life, in all our play, in all our sorrow, we all need somebody to lean on me. So everybody needs a shoulder to cry upon. That's part of the reason why it's not good for somebody to be alone. You need somebody to share your pain, to share your joy, to share your sorrow, to share your excitement. They are just promoted you in work. You are just succeeding at this project. Hey, come on, you want to tell somebody. You want someone to jump with you, to shout at you, to hug you, to clap your hands, to say, yes, you can do more. Well done. Yes, I'm proud of you. And when things go south, someone that can say, okay. That's not the end of the world. Come on. Take heart. Yesterday is gone. We are here today. Tomorrow is a better day. Let's look forward to tomorrow. Better things are ahead. There's someone to encourage you in the line. Finally, when you are with the person, are you always at peace? Do you feel safe and secure? Do you feel that somebody that understands, somebody that takes you, somebody that will not take undue advantage of you? Somebody that will not mess you up at the opening opportunity of an advantage to do so. Please share your thoughts with me. And thank you for reflecting with me. It's good to love and love right. Don't make your love life a game of guesswork. Once again, if you've not subscribed to my channel, any single reflection, this channel is about relationship, about stories that touch. Yeah, you have only one life to live. I repeat, you have only one life to live. And that life is supposed to live it with peace and joy. I believe in the Bible. It says, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health. It says, the thief come to kill, to steal, and better have come that your joy may. So the God that made you, God that is protecting and providing for you, wants you to live a joyful, happy life. So whatsoever and whosoever is working contrary is not working in your interest. So the relationship channel is focused on looking at things that can make you and can assist you to get the best out of this life. Because everybody's in one form relationship or the other. In the office, you have the official relationship. At home, you have family relationship. You have conjugal relationship with your spouse. In the community, you have community relationship. In social psychology, so you everywhere you have one form of relationship. So you have to be conscious of what kind of relationships that you are engaging in. Thank you once again. Till we meet again around this same period. Stay safe, be watchful, and don't take your life for granted. Your joy matters, your peace matters, and you cannot afford to mortgage or let anybody take undue advantage of it. Not every mistake can be easily corrected. Don't allow your fingers to get burnt. You need every finger that you have. You need your peace and your joy. Thank you once again. God bless you.